Welcome to Enquiry into Self. I'm doing a 7-part series, and it eventually lands us in the place where basically we've mastered the game of life. We've discovered, each of you has discovered, that you are the universe throwing a party for itself. So let's go through these step by step. The first one is discovering what we are that is infinite, what we are that is unharmable, what we are that is unchanging. So I'm going to use a couple different tools to sense into this, but just start for a minute and feel, don't think, what am I? And then feel yourself. Not your body, because you could lose it, different parts of your body. You would still be you. So what is that essence that knows you exist? Feel that. Okay, and now I'm going to use a couple more examples. So this tree is on this board. Is this tree hurting this board? Is the experience of having a tree on the board changing the board in any material way? No, the board is there. The tree can come and go. Our experiences, having a body is one experience. Having a name is one experience. Being kind or not being kind is our experiences. But behind that, what is aware of those experiences? There's consciousness, but even behind consciousness, there's that alive being essence. Or you could think, I drew on this board with a marker. What moved that marker? So you could say I moved it, right? But what is that initiating force that caused the marker to be moved? So if you were the marker, what is that initiating force moving the marker? What is it that makes you actually look out your eyes? What is it that actually hears through your ears? What is it that has you move towards certain things and away from other things? I mean, you can create a bunch of ideas about that. Oh, yes, I was going for this. I had a preference for that. But then you could go behind that. Well, what made you have that preference? What made you want to have something? Like you can keep going back and back and back to find where is that core initiating force. Feel that core initiating force. And is it changed by you going towards or away from something? That core initiating is not touchable. It's not harmable. Or one other thing, so you can look at a puppet, and the puppet is sitting there, and like Pinocchio, he comes to life. Now he looks the same one moment, and then the next moment he's alive. Now, of course, there's the biological processes, but beyond the biological processes, and beyond the consciousness itself, there is something even more fundamental. Because if he were asleep, if his body were breaking down, there's an essence. So once we start to feel this essence, and I've had a few meditations that help us do that, so I'm not going to go through all of that at this moment, but once you start feeling that essence, sensing this core infinite being, you can start feeling its nature or its characteristics. You know, it's not a particular something, obviously. It doesn't have a shape or most of the other things we're used to. But you could say it doesn't have a shape, so it's formless. You can say it doesn't have a beginning or an end, so it's timeless. You can say it doesn't have particular edges, so it's spacious. You can say that it doesn't dwindle and expand and dwindle and expand, so it's continuous. So the more you just sense it, the more you can feel these essences, these aspects. And as you feel into this as your true self, you are prepared for our next step that will be in the next segment.